welcome to Origami with Miss Cynthia. Spring is here and what a great time to create a bunny. This bunny is unique as it holds goodies and treats. Now, let's hop on over and get started. The supplies you will need are 1 sheet of paper, scissors, glue, coloring supplies, an optional googly eyes, cotton ball, and Easter grass. Alright guys, once you selected your sheet of paper, go ahead and bring the top corner downward to the edge of the paper. And we want to create a triangle out of this sheet of paper. Our goal is to cut out a square. And to do that, we need to fold this into a triangle and then cut off this right rectangle shape there. Just like this. Now make sure you're working on a very flat surface. Just makes it so much easier when we're working with origami for our creases. And this one definitely has tons of creases in it. Go ahead and open up your page. So now we have a diagonal crease. We want to create an opposite crease going the other direction. So go ahead and bring that over and fold it. Just like so. And then go ahead and open that again. So now we have an X right in the middle. And what we want to do is go ahead and bring in the bottom to the top. We want to create a middle crease going right through the center of that X. All right, so we have something that looks like this. So you have creases that has an X and then one going right through the middle. So for right now, let's focus on the middle crease. What we want to do is bring in that bottom edge into that middle crease and crease that section there. Open it up and this bottom edge, bring it to your nearest crease and crease one more time like this. Open it up. And we're going to flip our page and do the same exact thing. So bring this bottom edge to that middle crease. Crease there. Open it up. Bring in that bottom crease to your nearest crease here. And crease. Open it up. And now that center crease that we created earlier, go ahead and just pop it upward and follow that crease as a guide and pinch it there. All right, so what we want to do is bring this pinch crease to the top crease there and crease. Okay, go ahead and open everything back up, pinch that middle crease one more time and then bring it down to that first crease nearest to that pinch that we're working with. Just like this. And then open up your page. So we should end up with a total of 8 creases. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right. Now from the bottom, you're going to bring this all the way up, leaving 2 sections available there on the top side. Now we have a diagonal crease here, and what we want to do from the corner is guide it towards heading upward. And what will happen is this bottom edge will align to the crease that's above us right there. Okay, so this crease will align to the top crease there. And go ahead and press that down. Now this is our bunny ear that we will work on at a later point. Now go ahead and flip over and let's start working on our body. All right, so now that we've flipped our piece over here, what we want to do is you have a section here on the bottom, and let's call this section 1. Section 2, we'll go ahead and align, if you flip this over, to your bottom piece there. okay? And then just follow your crease all the way through, just like this. Now, what we want to do is the other part of the ear, so this edge of this page will align to the top portion of that ear there. Go ahead and start pressing that down up until this line. You have a crease here, and then we're going to bring this all the way up to the top, and this will align to that bottom section there. And just kind of guide this, and you're pinching this over here just to hold that into place a little bit. Just like this, okay? All right, we're gonna just fold that all the way down. Now we want to swing that ear part over, and it aligns to that bottom section. Go ahead and just run your fingers through this and just make sure everything's nice and as flat as possible, like this. All right, so now this bottom right corner, we're gonna use this corner to bring it up to that last crease here, and we're gonna do a valley fold. So go ahead and bring that over, swing it over, and crease it just in place here. Create a crease. And we're just going to flip this over on the opposite side, and then just to confirm and really affirm that crease there really nice. All right, so go ahead and open up that bottom section like this. You have the inner crease there, and what we want to do is just guide it. So you're going to go through all the crease there, all throughout this crease, and just guide it into place, because we want to do a sort of, it's a reverse fold that we want to do here. So we're just going to guide that all the way through. Guide, 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 pinch, 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 and do the same thing with this one, pinch. So eventually this will, see how this is folding into place when you pinch this here, and you're just going to flatten it out just like this. Okay, so the back should look like this. Now let's start tucking in the body a little bit more. So what we want to do, you have a little flap here, so you want to swing that over, a little smaller flap inside. This here, this point, what we're going to do is just fold that into place to align to this crease there. So go ahead and crease that there. And then our next step from here is to fold this portion. There's a little pocket here that we just created. So go ahead and just fold that inward. And there's already a crease that we're just going to follow along all the way through inside. So we're just going to crease, crease, crease all the way through. Now once you get to this portion here, when you put your finger through there, there's a crease here that will align to this crease that we're just following through. So just pinch that into place and crease just like this, okay? Let me show you on the other side, because this step will be repeated on the opposite side. So we're going to flip our little bunny over, and then bring this upward. So this piece of this page here, just swing it over. There's kind of sort of like a little crease here that you can also use as a guide, and just fold that so it aligns close to this crease there. And then your page on the top will also align. You just pinch that into place, crease that. All right, so what we're gonna do is this will now be tucked back into our pocket, okay? Let me flip this over so you can see a little bit better this way. So this will go back into our little pocket in here. And remember, you have a crease that you're just gonna follow all the way through, just like this, okay? And then you hit something there, like a little pocket, And this crease here will align to this crease that we just followed through. And what you're going to do is just simply just push it downward like this and crease that into place. So everything just aligns all perfectly together, just like this. Go ahead and go through and then just, of course, flatten everything out as much as you can. Just like this. Now, what we're going to do is you have a crease here. This is the head part. So you have a crease here already. Go ahead and just crease that one more time. Just follow that same exact crease. Crease it there. And you want to flip that over and crease it like this. Put it back into place and then just kind of push that inward all the way. So your crease is when it's all the way inside matches like this, okay? Now I'm going to flip my bunny so my bunny faces the right side. Now you have some creases here. You have crease 1, crease 2, and crease number 3. What we want to do is fold this top portion and crease it right in between crease 1 and 2. All the way up to this very last crease. So go ahead and bring this point downward. Make sure that it's just this last crease here, all the way up until the middle in between crease 1 and crease 2. Just like this, and crease there. And then what we're going to do on the opposite side, I'm going to flip it over, and I'm just going to use that bottom crease that we just did as a guide to make sure it just falls into place here. Okay, so just like this. Now that we have this crease here, you're going to bring this and swing it downward all the way, just like this, all the way through up, and it's getting closer to the bunny's nose. And then what we're going to do is just slide our finger through all the way up the bunny's ear, just like so. Do the same thing to the opposite side. So I'm going to bring this downward and just kind of follow that crease all the way to create the bunny's ear, just like this. Okay. All right. And then last section here for our ears and the nose part. Go ahead and bring this and swing this over just like this. Do the same thing to the other side, and I'm going to use this portion here that we just folded down just so it aligns on the opposite side as well. Just like that. Okay. And now what we want to do is kind of just round off our bunny a little bit. So these points here, you're just going to fold inside like that. Do the same thing to the back side. Just fold that downward. And I'm going to flip it over because I want my other side to match up like the side we just created. I'm just going to fold that into place. Do the same thing to this side. Just like this, okay? And that kind of just rounds off your bunny a little bit. Now that we have our beautiful origami bunny there, what we want to do is between the ears, you have that little pocket that we created earlier. Go ahead and just peek that out a little bit, push it out. And the inside of your bunny, it's a big pocket there, so you just want to pop your bunny into place like this. Okay, now we can definitely add some grass to your bunny. So I'm going to bring this one in. So you can just add some grass. You can put an Easter egg in there. And if you want to also draw some eyes. This is a time for you to be able to draw some eyes to your cute little bunny here. And you can most certainly use some googly eyes also. Just like that. If you wanted to add some whiskers to it, let me color a little bit of the nose part. You could also, you know, maybe if you want to just color the inside of the ear a little bit, you can do that. Just have fun and decorate your bunny. All right, if you are using the, excuse me, the optional cotton ball, this is a time for you to bring out the glue and then just glue your cotton ball into place here. And if you wanted to, you know, add some grass and candy, you can also do that. Okay, so these are all the just different options that you can do with your Easter bunny. And there you go, guys. There is your origami bunny, and you can use this to add some goodies and treats. Thank you for joining me today, and see you next week for more origami fun. Bye!